he is now reaching out. He is now jaw-jawing. And I told him that, look, senior, the way you are going, it will help our cause. My view is that all of us must understand that we have one party.
Abusiafo, Madam Roma, yenemo asanhia ewo official Atija TV eso. No kwasem ne se ye frame odafo. Odafo no de Atija kan ho kra de anache se. Wakume kra, wawiewem kra. Nyame enhira. Mesra na was subscribe e de ama channel no. Na yetumi akoyedim. The base Ken is coming. The base no Ken, no vote. The base Ghana first. Bakubia san be kan ho a ye frɛ no job for the youth, the base. No crony Ken is really coming. And on the year say, don't worry yourself. Trust the place now. Unya information every no. The amount for Ken now forget it. Forget it. Now when the war is so good enum. Ompe. No so one there. Ye won't free one of our you know enum. NPP mu ya you mu. And some who ni akakachira. One more said woman value, woman class, and akasset yaw. Ever then I was alcohol. Nemo. Nyankopon ma unyansa sebeya ubetimi a strategize ye de ubi bia tutuye security wise can unity sesi a no nhihye ne security nwie ya or problem eso nhihye bibia wie no ye silent no tena mudin sese won so bia ntimi nka na se abronye ntimi nka na se bio sese won se abronye atena ne TV ne so akeka bibia kire Kennedy won sese koka akasa tia Kennedy. All because who the next move of Kennedy Japan. Me I know ewa haidie. Who ye base ni you understand what I am talking about. Bibia possible. Yendi kanche my base ni nyakonomie. They say a lot of people are even calling me to give my Momo number. Yedebe contribute to me say munya botre. Because you know what? Sa base ya be the best and the transparent ever. From NPP and NDC. Utia one city, it will be accounted for.
Nana, over twice or no. I dare acquire symmetry this year, Miss Serenese. Unim. Baby, NPP for whom be pubri per fide atas by yom. Pa ne say. Or who say distress upon distress, region upon regions. Among free pukoye registration, cover forms on.
Yeah.
A whole number case every day as a map to yen. Sanko for a kazi a party no gurus ampa.
Nana me go. Udim so omo fremen. Omo eje omo busame Europe and other countries no registration fee. Wo de beja o card no. Ana Ghana nso so sen. Please, I want to pay for my family. Nana, me say mama fire near bro. Base na mu ne sa no. Me say base na mu ne sa no. E be say
you go NPP straight.
Oh, na enya NPP nkwan. He, we say na obi atena Ghana ho. Ebufu 70 onto abada.
The the tiene say base no. Purpose no say obeji tumi no aye Ghana yi.
Yeah.
But another purpose no go NPP.
Okay.
Straight away.
Enya one wasa for the first time. Jehovah Witness. Jehovah Witness. Se Kennedy dia metwa
Kennedy na offend aje dwamna o se o mani medi president o Ghana no muba o mia no obetena NPP dia kop ade agu partner ama mo nkasa mo hu say yes Ghana for to me
mesrawo fa baumia fa nsen fa bibi free baumia campo na fa breye na fe yentwaso gidi ene message no ehwam papa
mudu ba omi akampo de obi kan se akwara ya wo nene wakata nani a wonya mi nani kura no onim ne yeko eboshe ndi bibribi
agogoro sidia no san kayen
from 2016 to 2024 bone bibri no obedi wo Ghana
sa
ai ne osan sebe o ne nimu ne ho a osan se Ghana for sebe
ai
why ma me ba ene nkogina wiam so okoto abade ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
chairman Sabosu esrepa
o cement o ba ya o ba be di o man so no cement na 25 cedis gasem no gasem na 25 cedis 30 pesos ufra bam 2024 na 105 cedis na wo di we wo di bibia wo di cement free 25 30 e di akọ 105 wo se sanfa ada na on kasem on first year na ma mebi still na dey see o so o ma ye bia man
so baby o magazine man
o ma di ka ye bi ba ku bia obra na o mo ye o mo ye ba ku bia ni apenti ho ni e di still we ya sa ma tie ai ya yes still de bia ma wo se mo first year ma ya ye bi bia ma wako ya asa ko ja to asa ba biem eto asa ba ji still afoforo
o to he wako
agora de zakwala ya wona ketwa wo nante aseda ne watam bibi dia ma no wako awaja to no asa ba biem
na William
siti ya ye bia ma
utie okonya so de mu ho na okoto bombo no William ai keti hama na bombo ba
da be de dia ru de ne ne me koro sebe de ne me koro de be ba bia je o boboje so
udi ba to bombo afro wase na chairman someone so te wa
chia o munyina sai adwene nye
na William video bi a ye show di a kire bra na ye kase ye kaka ahwefo a wono a ya to aba ma na wie esese wo ye nka bomu no ai utimu se nana o se ye free bibi kwaso dwan
fine
nana what like me pano omo antwa na ho asia no ensuro no
me se Bawumia on fana dwen
ka se o ye to the tune of you or sorry at the same time so we confused
me se Bawumia on fana dwen ka se o enipa e wona nchen na
nana to so no fa de e wo do fa do me ye na enko
afi kura de ba kokura me de ka youth no nkasa ne se adwuma ni Ghana nti youth afọ ho akwan e na omde ho akọhye betting tax mu no wasan kofa tax abeto betting so
betting tax
na obi di ayasa tene bafu odi ane atene bafu se be una ma ni sika di twa bet no
so no sa argument no ba
una ma ni sika edi twa bet no wo twa ni wadi a wasan kote tax
se Kennedy ka se ono no tax o de beto soro kra no e be chen akufo ado de nanso ne de ne se enye so ofitia no de atoso obi enuma na wo factory work no the tax no ye dey no the to so nti we
obi adi ase
kwadwumam na people
abroche ha ye we abroche ha ye we me ba
fry juice ka
abroche ha ye we metimi adwuma be se ebia e ba Ghana sika mu a 700 million yemfa ne sa metimi adwuma ba Ghana sika mu a 700 million yetime tax nkwa be se 200 million
yes
so hu yetime tax nkwa 200 million
Ghana
mata sembe na moka
na what you say
because unya dwuma ni biye enti ye
Ghana no uni mo mo yete o mo nkwa and so what do you do government work
menye government adwuma
a private work
na me ye
kokohwe ayi Ghana a teacher for no a womo sebe wo sika kakra no wasan de tax na guso nurse for na guso just a hono no obetimi age kwadofo president kwadro
sa na omum nyina ye dwo mama ba ye no ano no so de
dia na me ka kwadofo anya on na tesu
no ano omum nyina ye no omde ase o man na bedru de
nana
eti stia ne de ye bia ma ne dada eti no wo de me hwe se ne campaign oba be ka se mon san fa stia de ma me anko bete stia de ye bi ma no ko ja to ba bi no asan ba bi esa be pefoforo you go see
wo ne bibi Bawumia campaign oba ye no me how be start no hwe wo nim se me no wo kasai nanka o ma to abada wie o more time nya sa no mo kai se untimi nkasa
o be da nkasa digita ni nyina twam
untimi nkasa
eno se untimi meka digita bia mu ha
wonim eno na link to me point no they are trying their possible best to see Kennedy but o mo kai
sa asem no mate
me say
mate sa asem
try so mbe hu Kennedy but o mo kai na woni bibi Afenyo marking video am de be kira wo.
Kennedy no onye news sao.
Afenyo marking video.
Ewurade papa we won. Ese papa we pa mi nyane mabusua mu pa. Ewurade ka meta fom de bia papa tia be so. Papa tia me so na kobra.
Nana, wonim say
nipa de nim nyansa sei.
Hwe. Me say
Ewurade ka
afenyo marking video na. Before me de be kira mu no. Wo de wonim to boas din na hwe video no. Na tie we on the intelligent na kasa na me hu ne pefe say akwaya say wo pesa wo find out bibi free wo bi ho nana na eye wa na de na fa wo ho
yeah
na wa sheda so nana we de madam fu bi wona ne yire bi wo na omo asem say ni say bi na ye wa wo yire plan na e ma afia wo ba wo kan sa na e begu ani masinti afenyo nsem na wo ka no wena fene say guy be cry say my friend Kofi Anan say chese the way I was kaka nsem fan e di foforo bi o de ama no we de chese all because na sem nyina na say ya to abani wie ye no people don't try to do the reconciliation afenyo mabodi say 3 nkabaya yankofre video ni mra
o de enhwemra
video ni mra na no kreni
me ba ma be tu
afenyo nsem a waka
ya afenyo me pe wasem ba udi ago metu jaman
afenyo nsem a waka no mesre wo da moto watch na mo hwe video no mame wo hwe wi a fa comment bra still the base don't forget still the base
Ghana first
meaning say binu ba comment Kennedy can never be president you are not God. And grounds on so safe at the Kennedy. Forget it. Ukrano, Rotaria no flew home. Party agu. O party no. What cry the old Tiano, I heard or end this in.
Nangu, and this party.
I say NPP agu. And Kennedy soon to be just a woman.
Now we're end this.
Ever has some minimum size here. Do not mock whatever you
have. Your mamma.
Young video them now. Yaba, Nafi, Yamra me to.
All right.
One of the values of a center-right ideology is competition. Okay, that center-right conservative ideology, they believe in competition, and whenever there is an opening, people compete. The good news is that in the end, we've all come together as a party, and it was a Thanksgiving service. We're supposed to be in white, recommit, rededicate, and get along with what the flag bearer has for us as a party. So it was to be expected. Nothing more. It was also a period for reconciliation, bonding and rebonding. Obviously, some people will not be happy with some others by way of what they might have said and all, you know. And the flag bearer's speech, you know, he touched on all of these. He acknowledged the fact that there were some excesses during the campaign, people saying stuff and all, and even said that, look, the healing process will not be a one-day event, it's a process. So people's egos must be managed, and eventually, by the grace of God, we have enough time to address most of these challenges. Fortunately, also, we have internal elections, constituency elections, regional elections, national elections, and when we are done with all of these, we would have an opportunity to heal better. I would address those questions, but let's be very honest here. The posture, as you refer to, in my view, has been that commendable, has been that conciliatory. The utterances of people post the election, you are not seeing people rubbing it in. There's some particular person in the party. Lately, I call him UN Secretary General. I've given him a new name, Kofi Anan, because the person I knew yesterday is not the same person I know today. He is now reaching out. He is now jaw-jawing. And I told him that, look, senior, the way you are going, it will help our cause. My view is that all of us must understand that we have one party. What is happening today is not new. Let me share an example, an experience. Honorable Eseku, Haruna Eseku of blessed memory, I had the privilege of having one-on-one with him on a number of occasions. I recall that he shared with me a story of President Kufuor when he beat Akufo-Addo in the primaries in Sunyani. For almost a year, the impression was that NPP was divided, and there were rumors that some faction in the party was going to, register a new political party. According to Haruna Eseku, one evening they met because he was in the corner of President Kufuor, and they spoke at length about the way forward. And the next morning, by the time they left, Kufuor had told them that, look, he would move to Akufo-Addo's house the next morning. And according to him, by 5 a.m., J. Kufuor was at the residence of Akufo-Addo somewhere East Legon.
Kufuor, the winner
yes.
of that primary?
Yes. It was at the residence of Akufo-Addo at somewhere East Legon. And according to Eseku, when Nana-Addo was told that Kufuor was at his residence, he came down with his pajamas to receive him.
He wasn't expecting that.
He wasn't expecting that. And according to Eseku, that was the beginning of the 2000 victory. Because Nana-Addo felt so nostalgic about the visit. And he gave his word to him. And then subsequently, when there was a National Council meeting and the issues were coming up, and Nana-Addo got up and said, look, they went for primaries. He supports Kufuor 100%. Kufuor had visited him. And from there, the next rally, you found Akufo-Addo standing right by Kufuor.
I see.
He speaks and Kufuor follows. And that is where we started hearing Wamachakeme, Kobobi Ameke Wamachakeme. It started. And that euphoria about J. Kufuor,
So are you suggesting that in the party right now, they're losing candidates?
I've not suggested that. I've given you an example of a situation.
We are talking about now. So are you saying that they are also?
I just don't want you to put words in my mouth.
No, I'm trying to understand.
I've just given you an example of what Haruna Eseku of blessed
what pertains now. Can we say that Honorable Kennedy Japan and to an extent Brian Champong are fully committed to the Bawumia cause?
You can't ask me questions about individuals. That one would be unfair for me to comment on. What I think we should do is to give ourselves time to heal. People go into competition with expectation. And when they get disappointed, they have that feeling of why. It is now for them to realign psychologically that, look, it is the party that has made me who I am. What of if I had also won? It is for the winner to now look at the numbers, look at the relationship, and say that, look, we need everybody on board. So far, in all sincerity, in all fairness, I've seen a certain unique posture in Dr. Bawumia, consistently expressing his desire to work with all in the party.
Were you apprehensive before this meeting? I asked because you were addressing us in the press conference. Your colleagues had gone to his house and you literally had to apologize and leave. It appeared to us as though you were not aware they were leaving at the time they were going. So when you got to the house, I think they had done the initial interactions, and then you went to shake his hand. Here you are. And then he pulls you down to sit down, and then he starts talking to you. So it seemed to many people as if Apenyoma King's colleagues have gone ahead of him, but you are their leader. And some people believe that because of the large victory your constituents gave to Kennedy Japan, maybe those who openly supported Bawumia didn't think you were part of them.
No, it's complete misinformation. So Saturday 31st was election. I got to Accra around 2 p.m. No, 3. I got to Accra 3, and I drove straight to a location to meet a friend, and had some discussions with a friend, and soon thereafter, I did some other legwork aimed at ensuring that all those who needed to be at the headquarters were there. Sunday, the flag bearer and I spoke at length, and then we had a plan to meet. And eventually, on Monday morning, we met, had a full briefing session, because I've held the fort and I needed to give him some briefing. And as part of it, the understanding was that the caucus will meet Tuesday morning and move to his residence to visit him. Now, proud to that, the leadership of the party in Parliament met in my office. In other words, my colleague leaders, I summoned a meeting and we met and agreed on the roadmap. Now, the Tuesday morning, after our caucus meeting, the understanding was that the other colleagues would take the bus to Dr. Bawumia's residence. And there were 2 meetings that I was supposed to have.
So it's not as if they left you.
No.
You knew they were going.
Yes.
But why do you leave the press conference abruptly?
Wait. Oh, please. You've asked a question. Why don't you?
I just want
you don't want me to.
No,
then if you don't have time,
go explain.
So please. Yes, good. So when they were leaving, I was supposed to be part of the leadership press conference.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I told Ayarga that, look, we need your permission to go and visit our flag bearer, and then you need to inform speaker to delay the sitting, because that was the first day. And then also let me have a bite
before you
then leave.
Fair enough.
At the time I was addressing the press, Arno had texted me that, leader, we are getting closer. So immediately after, he again texted that they were there. Because I had an outrider, the understanding was that I could move faster. At the same time, we had constituency officers from Central Region who were in my office. So Honorable Intim Fojo, I was not the only one who had to wait. Honorable Intim Fojo and I had to address them. So we just spent about 10 minutes with them.
Before you
my colleagues knew that I was on my way, and they waited for me. So that's why the meeting did not start.
Oh, so you got there before the meeting started?
Yeah, of course.
It appeared to us
No. I mean, the usual.
But what was he asking you? Was he asking about the number? He got 79.
Now you want us to discuss?
No, I want
you want me to discuss?
No, the numbers. Because you know some of your colleagues. They just pride themselves.
You are in a mischief.
No. The numbers they give him.
Yesterday is gone.
I think your percentage for Kennedy
yesterday is gone.
In the central.
He's my friend. It's no news he winning in Winneba. So don't waste your time.
But it wasn't because of your support.
I am saying that the gentleman, Kennedy, has been very helpful to the people of Winneba. When in 2012, D-Day, the election day, we degassed in the afternoon. We didn't have money. He drove from Assen to Winneba Junction to give us money to do our to do our cleanup. All right.
Cleanup exercise.
When I won in 2013, we're in opposition. He gave Winneba 22 brand new taxis, brand new tier rubber. He gave to us.
So Winneba people know him.
You've asked me a question. Let me answer you.
I'm trying to understand.
No, if you break it like that, you would disturb my
train of thoughts.
When he gave us 22 taxis, brand new BYD, he gave us a tractor. We sent it to rurals. He gave us outboard motors.
Wow.
It was not for free. It was work and pay. I paid. All right. The relationship has started. Besides, we are relations. My great grandpa from Nsuechi moved to Asin to have a cocoa farm. It was until his mother died when we went to the funeral, and then my aunties told me that
is it?
We are what do cocoa efu. So he comes to Winneba. He is with them. We live together as a family. When my business ran down, Kennedy gave me a check of $5 million. We didn't sign an agreement. And said, oh, would you acquire with Juma? Say, Nyami Adumna, my tise, Ubo Homodin. We a businessman. Into would to me a year. That was a risk he took in me. And in Winneba, we discuss matters openly with the executives. Yes, oh, Honorable Ken. In fact, there is a project, an ICT facility that I'm constructing. And it is being named after him. We are not done. It was conceived some 5 years ago. It's a big project at Osubompeyin.
Wow.
It's a big project. Okay? And the entire constituency know that because of that help he gave to us, I'm sure his own constituent will be jealous that so honorable or my taxi work and pay no onuna ozima hena one farmer asen. Then in 2018 he again guaranteed, Suzuki the small ones, he also guaranteed for us to have those Suzuki to give to the boys for work and pay. So it's a relationship we have. I don't want it somebody say, oh, and then we win event today. But my friend Yagaba Gubori MP, he gave Dr. Baumia 100%.
Everybody else got 0.
So people should stop it. We've moved past that. The man and I, we are more than a family. Okay, there's a history to our relationship. I do not expect anybody at this point to say that, oh, so I should cut the relationship.
No Kureni Afenyo. We a good man. But this time you are joking.
Afenyo nsuno oyobi a mepena sempa o.
Are joking.
Mepena semba na unim pe ewiase na ngase ohun enipa ya asem ye mobo. Unim say utimi ye obi a we a non respectable person. Ba utimi ko don baby na sebe afe o respect ni nyina ya basa. And this na partner NPP partner afenyo wo mu no eno na ase agu.
On say video we.
For a nice man.
Say video we e wo 2 sections. Mama deal with it na brem. On say my example be say ko for time.
Yeah.
Omo to abani wie ye no.
Yeah.
Na Ekufuado aye offended ewo niema bi ho.
Yeah.
Na Kufo etena din no se no meko ho. Ono Kufo no sori an no papa be 5 o'clock no kwa Kufuado fie. Sa guest chana Kufo ye kira Kufuado nti Kufuado so ye ntwa bibia so. Kufuado obi an pro 20 Kufuado.
Ma menka security benjira o me ma anto.
Ba mumu de afenyo wo de ye betima yi wa free.
Eye Kennedy no. Straight way ensi nche ye Kennedy ho asem na omo ka he ba menka asem nche attach anya na ya na attach ya e kan omo she dem abo sa apo no anya attach ya na ba radio so be kan say
na me ka say
ono de omo host ni bisa say no okay Kennedy am ko si amu hu say Kennedy enti menko ba umia ho nti se wa anko a mba de oso obe agisi ba umia nko ne ho asem attach ya kan ye no
me show say so omo hwemo afenyo no uni bibi sese de ompeso omo ye ompeso omo use afenyo
ono no ompeso omo use ono ompeso omo use
but afenyo so you smart sese uni say so the second option no so you say afenyo ye lawyer
say no nanti no ompeso omo de fa ne so no ye be ka chenso oni
okwo chire bi obo Kennedy
opposition no so ompeso o maintain a yes ro boy na ye ntwe ujaf
no boy ne omo kan sa
o metime awone no
oh dabi o be kan say na Wadaruma, you see, him say, "Wona obey Kennedy pa, wona obey Kennedy." Abai fa kabojina a yechi, a friend say, "Baumiachi." Ye na ni say, "Just a kwabia be you." Kwabia so. Meanwhile, no afenyo we na ama parliament ho moye relevant.
Na apa uyi afenyo furu ani papa be biem no NPP party no obetima be majority leader.
Boy o ayi a friend say,
"Anodon pre gine dia no wayo." Anodon pre ni pa ye de ne koye ayi. E
dia no wayo ho. Dia pa no waye. Etinana se wotie afenyo nsem no wo ka ne dia. Na che se metimi aka se Womu NPP gurus na pe Kennedy mo mu hunu no. Oka ho bi. But this time enya friends asem. Wo afenyo market wo ya MP. Wo san ye den. Wo san ye futu. Wo som wo constituency. Ono se Kennedy wa pa MP ho.
Ese onye MP bi onye
pa. Ma Kennedy nko independent wa san na omu lusu yes wo nweni a. Wa pa ho. Enti wo afenyo di wunkui. What the Bonabaso no the problem ni di wunkui e ja Kennedy maye.
The tie ne say
there is no way am betimi.
Enuntina me fra afanyo enuntina me fra afanyo 3 times no. Fra me fra 3 times nyanso you fine gentleman me penasem. But on hwa de bi.
Share.
Kennedy Japan na wo ho no. Afanyo de si wonim no me meka se me nim Kennedy. Ene maka se me nim ne chen afanyo. Afanyo de wonim no. Na se bi obi a wonim ne bia na bia na otibo nsu kan ye no. Ose nipa o ne nam koba to nse didi no na adwene nye wadwene.
Yeah.
The point nyina ne say the MPP for e dia ye afenyo your friends Kennedy Japan no.
Yeah.
Say wo afenyo marking eba be back ebe support MPP. Esin kabo nti onabo beka MPP ho a na afenyo backing usan e bonia ye ni. We a hypocrite bonia ye ni.
Let say ono no unse enti na make no.
Let say wo no opposition ti e na opese unua bewu. Ube kukum unua.
Enu nti na make kire video aye say nanka ba omia betime ni abro nyene makasa.
Enu de atwa mu enya say nyansa.
Me kire wade say betime aba say afenyo nso ne wo mu akasa mesrem. Ma mona baso woni panimu a me ko ne ho enye yi. Ewu sisi esanze mo NPP no ni ade na enti na ese mu jame na me bona baso na on be jawo se bona baso na on say
Kennedy no ono oburu nipa so
we smart
Kennedy na nkasa ne de ye ka bean na se bean ye nipa.
Yes,
oburu the word bean. Kennedy oburu the word bean. Sa before some be start sa plan sa na ema we no ono no we wie ne hihye nyina da. Mo no mo dwi nipa adwene. Kennedy odwene buru sa.
Better.
Oye extraordinary
being.
Exceptional being. It being the crime and person me being the man because as a yentime rating is oye God.
Yeah.
And Kebeka so oye God.
Because na ase okasem bia panyan.
Consistently nipa de sani be no oye politician wa shred the doom betimi esi atimi atnase apaso
ene ayi efanse akwa wei akwa ye ode ade kata nanumi ana onye relevant bio eya hwan kwaku ba ku se kura be hunu wo TV so obekasa radio so bio ya mo fani ni agro Kennedy no me see osori se bumu a mo beti se me no kasa yi every week bia no eno kura say no mesrem efa update of nipa dodo a register ne ade ne ye be hodu on kakra
eno de yemfa
ye besam ye taknesi bi ha yemfa pie
dabi
ye be hunu na buwa enipa bi a wo ye wo de
dabe na ote ye say
nyabotre
dabe na ate say NPP party na e wo ho no oma ko bi register to say omo twiro din a omo kro mo members ko mo ni mo
no sabe o po mo try unim
me say NPP eni mo members
of delegates elections no mbe ombedu ba bi kro mo nya nipa
na hwana
so wo mo nya nipa
NDC fo be ko shishi ma kwaje position
na bi NDC fo so na bie
ana meka je so mo nya nipa NDC be kwa ko shishi
na position enkomo we no
o ma se na kura ma
ekwa wiye no afen na sese no o kwaye parliament adwuma na ho ene e pese e ma afen no ma kenseti asese sa mo dirty politics no ho ye hunu dirty politics no tricks no ye hunu
yeah
ensama wo kan nyina ne se mahama baaye no 1 year ni where are the jobs afen no e ha ya fidikasi yeso 8 years dey na mo ye
on job what ase wonim dey fe na job
8 years dey na mo ye
afen no nim dey fe na job
ai mahama baaye no electricity kosoro enti ka wo ka electricity kosoro na wo si oh mahama ye ja city no ma fancy 17 cities o baaye wo dey abase mbato what ase dollar no ye dey ma wo say wo dey abase ujina no so wie nso anu asan ba be ka say fancy cement bo ye kono na ye 1 say but wo baaye na abase petrol bo na ye say wo dey abase hwe say yenya pragmatic leader to say Kennedy Japan ho I am telling you say ombebo ye pepo sa woni what just one ni vision bia o oprewe no aprewe but woni me dey be solve problem when the youth oma ho dey gira o ho so ye dwuma esa wo hwe esa me no ka say information gathered they say Nigeria for anamo mu tunu wo Ghana ho no woni me say Nigeria for bi wo nkrata o de kronum and the binom say illegal mo kronum na nkwasasam kwa na omu de o
me say
kidnapping ne krono ne ade mahama te ho ntimi nka ho hwe
me say me nipa ba ko bi apo ha nipa ba ko bi o ha o ka chem ze chale me den menya Ghana passport na me say na obi Ghana passport de obeden we nya Ghana passport to say na wo no wo ye Ghana ni was it there be na me say na nya Ghana ni obi say obeden nya Ghana passport
say wa ba hayi na ko bi atimi ama wanya British book without the process
why ena me ka chem ze he na de Ghana passport ne da o say me nipa bi akoji bi nzen ya akoji na me say sa fine and so akokoji bi dia na ono no nko bi obetimi ehu ni nipa no ne ade de ba da so ono so person ofa chiri gibi ne se be ya enkoba so ono so no fae so ehu o mine mu enye serious Ghana
na Nigeria ni atimi aba we wia no ho aba obedu ye no watimi anya easy access to passport
na wona so o country
is ya papa
mo country na safe there
sa kro we na wo teso a wo ne ya kan no wudi atam ya kan no kura de atam no wudi atam we bi na Manchester afenyo markets sa common na ese wudi wote ho na wo ka koko no fene say bag no akufo ado bag no na ye 400 cedis and watima page mu a de akwakodu 3100 na se mahama wo ba ya wo page akakra bia afede wase su se hum asa de wonu momu be ye sympathizer e de ama wo kuani no no abusa se dan nipa we na nkasa no bra no wa ba mu a na otokoko mu a na wo kuani o kaseti ase we de e wo fom wa anya ne yie no na ono ase defend NPP NDC papa Omo Ghana at this point we need a businessman who can think properly, who can put Ghana on the map, on the track again. Send the pan here no and jafenyo makisa kwotena parliament and it is what to papa so to ayampia say ne de
central na ise no akoshe se onyako parliament ho a wakoye MPP adwuma nti no okoshe MPP atare ne de a adwen na say
say we are going to be strict and fair and
okoshe MPP atare na adwen na say
my asere wa no won't be nyehu Ghana politics na dirty in such a way say won't be nyehu mo maye fia bi de na obetmaye
akoshe MPP atare to on kan okole
yema ahwefo minim so bibi kakra na yema ahwefo hwe sa video no unim de ti ampesa wo hwe video ne say wo hwe no ensema obubo su nyina na de compare bra no so wabam no wo say the same thing omo ba ha omo opposition omo asem nko oba ha na asem nko sa asem ya no ogina so na oye afanyo markets na yema obeya majority leader kind of for that issue no ba he no de no timi ka fa ho so na wotimi ya press conference na bu yesi e mo
kan of that edwane nyina no mo yawe enso man ka hwe
mo yawe ono afanyo no a no ye leader of on se sabre na ni enyi
sorry ana on
the leader
udimrika na akoko to gugugu kakra bia gugugu asakwa keto a yawo da ho fred ne ma medida ko school first day obi pre ne kakra bia udimrika ba fi abegba mande
ba fi school
no aba afenyo marking
etino that is the point
munya masa majority leader ni jato na bra base wo na oba base a oba kan okre oba be shatare
the base
hana wo ne de watare ye show ye tuntuntum bone nko a
o se ogina ho 1 year per mahama buy no o kan spare pass asem afenyo
they say obi bi
spare pass for demonstration ne kasa o mo kasa ye spare pass boy de nyina no e na wutimi ye ya afenyo
obi bi obeba base bia no afi oba be hu no kore no
se wodwene wa wonti ase So asama wasa kan say Mahama ba na esenka one district one factory no esesenka oto aso na bibisa say ewahi sa one district one factory na ewahi fa ehefa na wo de ka kire ehin na wo so yama hefo nko he video no mra na yehu se de yebesi akasem na kosi nana subscribe to the channel na for my wate na fe yento aso ya ma wo message video no to bo ase na hwe because ye wonti de aye e de amon nana yenkonko hwemra.
All right.
The minority in this meeting shall pursue vigorous accountability, and this is what we are going to do. Accountability will not just be a slogan, it is going to be our shadow. The minority would formally move for targeted parliamentary inquiries on the following: 1, the helicopter disaster; 2, the Elwak tragedy; 3, the gold reserve losses; 4, the violence against journalists; 5, the abuse associated with bail conditions by certain investigative agencies of state; the US visa ban; and not the least, the unlawful dismissal of Ghanaian youth. We will not accept indefinite delay. Accountability without a calendar is merely public relations. Mr. Speaker, Ghanaian people are tired of speeches and rhetorics of the ruling government. They want their living standard to improve. They are concerned about utility prices. Electricity tariffs have shot up by 27% under this government. To my colleagues in majority, the minority will be firm, but we are ready to be fair. Opposition is not to sabotage. We will demand quality in terms of governance.
The report is that we have some 34.4 youth unemployment rates, and this is very unacceptable. The question is, where are the jobs, given all the promises? While the NDC was quick to roll out programs on paper, we hear a Jumaura National Apprenticeship Program and Kokon Kete. Well, they are paper promises, but in reality, what are the tangible outcomes? Even if any existed, they are scanty, and this is their year 2. The honeymoon is over.
Well, I can't discuss our strategies, but simply put, I think that some extremists in this NDC government are not helping President Mahama to leave a legacy. You see, it's not easy to get a second chance. And I keep telling my friends in the NDC that, look, help the president to leave a name, a good name. But it appears as our friends are so hooked on to politics that every now and then they forget themselves. Already 1 year is gone. Listen, let's face it. What are the tangibles in terms of policy implementation? What have they achieved? They came, they said they were going to do women banking so that there will be banks in various districts to help women get loans to do business. They said this. Year 1, 0. Year 2, the money that they provided for in the budget can only be an amount to meet the minimum requirement to set up a bank. So what will become the working capital? And what budget have they made for the infrastructure in the various regions and districts? So it's been 0. You could see that there was no well thought through plan on that score. Let's come to this so-called 24-hour economy. I think they themselves understood it more as a campaign slogan than a policy. From all that is happening, I saw the bill. They brought a bill and passed it that they were creating a 24-hour economy authority. Another bureaucracy? I'm sorry.
But is the bill not a first step towards implementing the policy?
No, it is not.
Why not?
You don't need it. What do you need a bill for? You see, if you
to ground in law the policy, and give the office some teeth to bite to do the work.
You don't need it. You don't need it. And I'll explain to you why. You see, if the initiative is to create jobs, you look at the private sector, not government institutions. You have a Ministry of Trade. You want to give an opening to the private sector. What they should have done was to continue the Akufo-Addo 1D1F initiative. The 1D1F initiative, a very super economic policy for private sector. You relax taxation on imports, specifically meant for private sector. What you do is that once you take away the taxes, more companies get attracted to Ghana. When they come, they are able to import raw materials, machinery at a cheaper cost, and they are able to produce and sell cheaper. They are able to create employment, expand. I think that they could have looked at the 1D1F, review it in areas that they thought were the weaknesses in the policy, and continue the rolling out. Look, as we speak, there are many companies in the 1D1F zone who are stuck. They don't know their left from their right. They don't know the direction that they are to go. There is so much uncertainty in the private sector. Ask yourself, the Minister of Trade, I have so much respect for her, my own colleague Lizzie. Look, she has beautiful ideas, but I've been telling her that, Elizabeth, you are redundant because there's no clear-cut policy by the government for the private sector. Look at the traders at Abosokai. I cautioned. I wish you could play that tape. Last week I heard them crying that the tax imposition is so high. When government came and they said they were introducing a flat VAT, I cautioned. I argued strenuously. I said, look, I am a businessman. I'm a private sector person. I know the nuances in the private sector. What you are doing will make life difficult for the spare parts trader. What you are doing will make life difficult for the woman who is selling at Cantamanto, because they are in the informal sector. If you now expand the base and now you say that you've introduced a flat system and then you peg it at a certain percentage, you're creating more problems for them. They didn't listen. They continued. Now they have the new VATs, and then they are crying in the market. Again, they are telling us that, oh, now they have a system in place where they are going to help our gold reserve. You know, with respect to the activities of Gold Board, I do not think that government is actually putting in place the supporting pillars to help even the Gold Board to function and function well. But I don't think that the sentiment out there support the macroeconomic gains that they claim to be. Why? You say your public debt has reduced.
Yeah.
What constitutes public debt? What would cause public debt to increase when government is spending? When government is doing massive development? So if you are not an ambitious government, debt in itself is not bad. You match debt with what? Assets, value. So I took a loan, I've incurred debt. But that loan, I've used that loan to establish a factory. It is employing more people. Look at it, you compare the gains there. Akufo-Addo came to meet the farm gate price at 400 Ghana cedi per bag. By the time he left office, consistently, with all the challenges, we had international market, pressures. But Nana-Addo kept the situation afloat and ensured that the farmer never lost anything. Eventually, it ended at 3,100. When our friends were in opposition, they said no. Akufo-Addo was giving less to farmers, and that if they come, they would make it 6,000 per bag. When fortune smiled at them, they came in and only increased it by 500 Ghana cedi per bag. And then out of nowhere, they claim that the international value for cocoa has fallen. As a result, it is becoming difficult to pay the farmer that 3,600, and they've out of nowhere, without consultation, reduce it by 1,086 Ghana cedi. So now the farmer is worse off by old Ghana cedi 10 million. Okay, this has never happened. What we are saying is that, look, government, you are going to buy a presidential jet. Why don't you hold that and use that money to pay the farmers? Since when? From Bafo Osea Koto's time, the NLM days, where cocoa politics was the order of the day, that this Asantini's Ochiame and others fought for farmers. We never experienced any government ever daring to reduce the farm gate price for farmers today. And you know how the cocoa farmers survive? There are the cocoa crutches. They go and take loan from them. They pay their children's fees, hostel fees. Today when I met the Tescon guys, they openly said, look, on campuses, most of their colleagues have not paid hostel fees, have not paid their fees. They are suffering because many of their parents, many of them, their parents are cocoa farmers. And sometimes their parents will go and take loan with the expectation that they will get their cocoa paid. So all we are saying as a caucus, and we've done some letters, we are reaching out. You know, tomorrow we would put out our own plan at ensuring that government does the right thing.
We'll come back.